Today is January 4th, 2025, and we've got your Faroe Islands news report for you.
All right, let's kick things off with the weather. We're looking at pretty typical winter weather in the Faroes today. Light to fresh northeasterly wind. Skies are partly cloudy with some scattered snow showers. And that temperature is hovering right around freezing.
Sounds chilly.
Yeah, so if you're heading out, bundle up. And looking ahead to Sunday, we can expect pretty similar conditions. Those light to fresh winds from the north and northeast will continue. And those snow showers, yeah, they'll be sticking around too. Temperatures are going to remain right around freezing.
Okay, so more of the same for Sunday. What about the rest of the week?
Well, on Monday, those winds are going to pick up a bit, becoming fresh to strong from the north and northeast. That's going to bring us more snow showers, and we might even see temperatures rise a few degrees above freezing.
All right, a little warmer, but still snowy.
Exactly. Now, Tuesday, those winds will die down a little, but they'll still be pretty brisk from the north. Expect more snow showers, and those temperatures will drop back down to around freezing.
Sounds like Tuesday might be another good day to stay inside.
Well, if you can, Wednesday might be even better for that. We're expecting strong northerly winds, though they should ease up later in the day. But those snow showers, oh, they're going to hang on tight, and temperatures will stay steady around freezing.
Gotcha. So when can we expect a break from this winter weather?
Well, Thursday looks a bit more promising. We should see lighter winds from the north shift into the northwest. That means partly cloudy skies and just a chance of a few snow showers. And you guessed it, those temperatures are going to remain around freezing.
Right, so there's light at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah, just remember, with all that snow, the roads are probably going to be pretty slick, especially in those mountainous areas. So please be careful out there.
Good advice. Now let's move on to some of the top news headlines for today. Sadly, it's been a somber day for Smyril Line following a tragic incident on the cargo ship Gleiversnes.
There was an explosion in the engine room. And tragically, it resulted in a fatality. There were 3 crew members in the engine room at the time. And sadly, despite receiving medical attention, one of them passed away. The Danish Maritime Accident Investigation Board has been called in to investigate the incident.
In local politics, the mayor of Sunna municipality is facing calls to resign.
That's right. The deputy mayor has publicly asked for the mayor's resignation following allegations that haven't been made public yet. So it'll be interesting to see how this develops and what information comes out.
Absolutely. Now moving on to education. It seems that Pedagog Falaji, the Faroe's teachers union, is taking action to address concerns about mobile phones in schools.
They're in the process of developing a new strategy to tackle the impact of mobile phones on students. We've also seen a psychologist voice some pretty strong concerns about the issue, highlighting the potential for negative effects.
It'll be interesting to see what they come up with. All right, let's switch gears to sports. There's some buzz about where Vikingur Reykjavik will be playing their Conference League match.
Yeah, there's talk that the match might end up being played in Copenhagen, and that's got some Faroes football fans worried, because they were hoping to see the game played locally.
And finally, some exciting news from the world of darts. We have a new World Darts champion.
That's right. 17-year-old Luke Littler has taken the crown, which is a pretty remarkable achievement for someone so young.
Now let's dive into some of these stories in a bit more detail, starting with that tragic incident aboard the Gleiversnes.
So the explosion happened late last night. Around 9 p.m., emergency services were on the scene quickly, and the 3 crew members in the engine room were taken to the hospital.
This must have been a terrifying experience for everyone on board.
Absolutely. Smyril Line has released a statement offering their condolences to the family of the crew member who lost their life. They're also providing support to the injured crew members and their families. The company stressed that safety is their top priority and that they are fully cooperating with the Danish Maritime Accident Investigation Board's investigation.
Now, shifting gears to the political scene in Sunna municipality, the details surrounding the allegations against the mayor are still pretty murky.
Yeah, that's right. The deputy mayor, Hannah Paula Viestream, has been pretty critical of the mayor, and she's urged him to step down for the good of the municipality. She's also encouraged anyone with information relevant to the allegations to come forward.
It's going to be fascinating to watch this unfold and see how the mayor responds to all of this.
I agree. This controversy could have some major implications for the political landscape in Sunna municipality.
Definitely. Now let's turn our attention to the fishing industry, where it seems there's a disagreement brewing between the fisheries minister and the Marine Research Institute.
The heart of the matter is recommendations made by ICS, the International Council for the Exploration of the Sea. They're suggesting lower quotas for several important fish stocks, including cod, haddock, and saithe. The Marine Research Institute is back in these recommendations, but the fisheries minister is worried about what reduced fishing quotas would mean for the economy, especially for the smaller fishing communities.
So it's a tough situation trying to find that balance between sustainability and economic interest in the fishing industry.
Exactly. It's a complex issue with no easy answers. Finding that sweet spot between ecological and economic considerations is going to be crucial for the long-term health of the industry.
Okay, let's shift gears again and talk about social issues. Mobile phone use in schools is a topic that's been generating a lot of discussion among educators, parents, and students.
Right. And Pedagogphology, the Faroe's teachers union, is taking a proactive approach to addressing these concerns. They're working on a new strategy to promote responsible mobile phone use in schools. The goal is to create a learning environment that minimizes distractions and helps students get the most out of their education.
The concerns about mobile phones in schools are definitely multifaceted. There are potential benefits, but also potential drawbacks that need to be considered.
Absolutely. The union recognizes that technology has a place in the classroom, but it's all about finding that balance. They're aware of the distractions and the negative impact that too much mobile phone use can have on students' learning and their social interactions.
Now let's head back to the sports world. There's been a lot of talk about Vikingur Reykjavik's Conference League match.
Yeah, the big question is where the match will be played. It was originally supposed to be in Tórshavn, but there are concerns about whether the stadium there can accommodate a Conference League match, in terms of capacity and facilities. So UEFA, the governing body for European football, is taking a look at the situation, and they'll be making a final decision on the venue in the next few days.
So Faroese football fans are anxiously waiting to hear what happens.
Oh, for sure. They were really hoping to host a high-level European football match right here on the islands.
Now, last but not least, we have that exciting news about Luke Littler winning the World Darts Championship.
Yeah, what an accomplishment. At only 17 years old, he's become a global sensation and a real inspiration for young darts players everywhere. He played with incredible skill and composure throughout the entire tournament, ultimately taking home the championship title.
It sounds like he has a bright future ahead of him in professional darts.
Absolutely. His talent and dedication point to a promising career, and I'm sure we'll be hearing his name a lot more in the years to come.
Well, that covers the main points of our Faroe Islands news report for today. Don't forget to like and subscribe to Pels Fundamentals on YouTube for more videos just like this one. We'll be back soon with more updates and insights. Until then, stay informed and stay warm.
Let's go back to that tragic incident aboard the Glyversness for a minute.
Yeah, it's a story that's really shaken the whole nation. What more can you tell us about what exactly happened?
Well, the explosion took place in the engine room. It was late yesterday evening while the ship was on its way from Denmark to the Faroe Islands. They're still investigating what caused the explosion, but early reports are pointing to some kind of mechanical failure.
And how are the two crew members who were injured doing?
One of them is in critical condition, unfortunately. The other is reportedly in stable condition. They're both currently being treated at the National Hospital in Tórshavn. Smyrna has said that they're given all the necessary support to the families of all the crew members involved.
Okay, turning our attention now to the political controversy in Sunda municipality. That call for the mayor's resignation from the deputy mayor has really caused a stir.
Yeah, it's definitely stirred things up. The deputy mayor, Hanna Paula Via Extreme, hasn't given any specifics about the allegations against the mayor yet, but she has said that she believes the allegations are serious enough for him to step down.
So has the mayor responded to these allegations?
Yes, he has. He released a statement denying any wrongdoing, and he said he's not going to resign. He basically accused the deputy mayor of playing politics, trying to undermine him.
Sounds like we've got a real political drama unfolding here. What do you think could happen?
It's hard to say for sure. It could lead to a vote of no confidence in the mayor, and that might force him out. Or it could drag on and on with all this political infighting and division within the council. We'll have to wait and see.
Okay, moving on. Let's talk about mobile phones in schools. It's an issue that a lot of countries are grappling with, including the Faroe Islands.
Yeah, for sure. The use of mobile phones and social media has definitely changed the way things are in the classroom. And there are some good things about using technology in school, but there are also some real concerns about distractions and how too much phone use can actually have a negative impact on students.
So what exactly is Pedagogphology doing to address these concerns?
Well, they're pushing for a kind of holistic approach where they educate students about using their phones responsibly. They're also working with parents to come up with clear guidelines for phone use at home, and they're talking to school administrators about developing school-wide policies. The idea is to create a healthy learning environment.
Seems like a sensible approach, trying to find that balance.
Exactly. It's not about getting rid of phones altogether. It's about making sure technology works for us, not the other way around.
Right. So what were some of the main concerns that the psychologist brought up about this issue?
Well, they pointed out how addictive phones can be and how they can mess with students' sleep, their social skills, and their attention spans. There's also the issue of cyberbullying and how being on social media all the time can affect young people's self-esteem and mental health.
Good points. It's easy to forget that technology, while it can do great things, also comes with its own set of challenges.
Hmm.
And we need to be proactive in dealing with those.
I agree. All right, now let's circle back to Vikingur Reykjavik's Conference League match and the whole question of where it's going to be played.
So is there any news on that front?
UEFA has finished their assessment of the stadium in Tórshavn, and they've decided that it doesn't meet the standards for a Conference League match. So Vikingur Reykjavik is going to have to find somewhere else to play their home game.
So does that mean they'll definitely be playing in Copenhagen then?
Not necessarily. They're looking at other options too, maybe playing in a different European country altogether. They want to make sure they find a venue that works well and that their fans can actually get to.
I bet the Faroes football fans are pretty disappointed about this whole thing. They were really looking forward to hosting that match here.
Yeah, I can imagine. It does kind of highlight the need for the Faroe Islands to invest more in their sports infrastructure if they want to be in the run-in to host these big international events in the future.
Okay, now let's talk about Luke Littler, the new world darts champion. What an achievement for someone so young.
Absolutely incredible. Almost overnight, he's become a global sports star. This win has really shaken up the world of darts and inspired so many young players.
So what do you think are some of the key factors behind his success?
Well, he's clearly got a natural talent for the game, but he's also known for his focus, his confidence, and his ability to stay calm under pressure. And he's got a really supportive family and a great coach who have been there for him every step of the way.
It's a great reminder that with dedication, hard work, and maybe a little bit of luck, you can accomplish amazing things.
Exactly. Luke Littler's story is a testament to that, a real inspiration.
Now, let's go back to the fishing industry for a moment. That debate about quotas is still going strong.
Yeah, the fisheries minister is in a tough spot, trying to balance the needs of the fishing industry with those recommendations for sustainability.
And the Marine Research Institute has a different perspective, right?
Yeah, they're saying it's really important to follow the scientific advice to make sure fish stocks stay healthy in the long run. They're worried that if we go over the recommended quotas, it could have some serious consequences for the whole marine ecosystem.
So at the heart of it, it's about finding a way to balance what's good for the economy with what's good for the environment.
You got it. It's
Yeah.
complicated, that's for sure.
Let's check back in on the situation in Sunda municipality. What's the latest?
Well, the deputy mayor is standing her ground. She's still saying the mayor should resign for the good of the community.
And what about the mayor? Has he changed his tune at all?
Nope, still defiant. He insists he's done nothing wrong and that these accusations are just a political attack. He seems determined to stay in office. It's caused a real rift in the municipality, and it's unclear how it's all going to shake out.
It's a tough situation. It'll be interesting to see how they manage to resolve it and what's best for everyone involved.
Yeah, it's a real test for their political system, and whatever happens is going to have a big consequences for the future of Sunda municipality.
All right, well, that wraps up this part of our Faroe Islands news report. We'll be back soon with more updates on these stories and other important developments. Welcome back to our Faroe Islands news report. It's been a day of ups and downs, hasn't it? From those somber events to some truly inspiring moments. But before we wrap up, I think it'd be good to kind of circle back and touch on some of those key stories we've been talking about.
Yeah, that makes sense. It's been a pretty eventful day. That incident with the Glivers nest, the controversy in Sunda municipality, those have really captured everyone's attention. And then, of course, that incredible news about Luke Littler winning the World Darts Championship. That's brought a lot of joy and excitement.
It really has. It's like, in a way, today's news kind of reflects all the complexities of life here in the Faroe Islands.
I think you're right. It shows the whole range.
So let's recap some of those key points, starting with that tragedy at sea.
Yeah, the explosion aboard the Glivers nest really brings home the dangers that people face working in the maritime industry. The investigation's still going on, and we're all waiting to hear more about what caused the explosion and how those injured crew members are doing.
And then there's that political situation in Sunda municipality. It's still up in the air, isn't it?
It is. Even though we don't know the specifics of the allegations against the mayor yet, it's clear they've caused a real split in the community. And with the deputy mayor calling for his resignation, it's putting a lot of pressure on their political system. Whatever happens next is going to have a big impact on the municipality's future.
Absolutely. And we can't forget about that debate over fishing quotas. It really highlights how tricky it is to balance economic needs with environmental concerns.
Yeah, for sure. The fisheries minister and the Marine Research Institute, they're both trying to figure out the best way forward, how to keep the fishing industry going strong while making sure those fish stocks stay healthy in the long run. It's a tough job.
And then there's Luke Littler. What a win. He's proof that the Faroe Islands can produce some serious talent.
Absolutely. He's a real inspiration, especially for young people. His story shows that if you're dedicated and work hard, you can achieve incredible things. The whole country's proud of him.
Well, that brings our Faroe Islands news report to a close for today. We've covered a lot of ground, haven't we? But I think it gives a good sense of what's happening here in the islands.
It has been a busy day. It's always interesting to see how things unfold.
Well, thank you for joining us. Don't forget to like and subscribe to Pals Fundamentals on YouTube for more videos like this one. We'll be back again soon with more news and updates from the Faroe Islands. Until then, stay informed and take care.